Queensbury High School. I'm Andrew Terry, the director of the Queensbury High School Musical. On March 12, 2020, the cast and crew of the QHS Musical received the horrible news that the curtain would not go up due to COVID-19. Within 24 hours, we watched 3 months of hard work and dedication disappear. As students were striking the set and putting away costumes, one of the major questions that we all had was, will there be a musical next year? On February 4th, 2021, we received the news that our cast wanted to hear. There would be a musical for 2021. However, this year's musical will look very different from any other musical production at Queensbury High School. With a lot of thought, thinking outside of the box, and navigating through COVID-19 regulations, the QHS Cabaret, a salute to QHS Musical, will celebrate the history of the QHS Musical from 1979 to the present. Through song and dance, we hope you can take a trip down memory lane and reminisce about all the musical productions you have seen at QHS. So sit back, relax at home, and enjoy the show.
With the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears.
In 1979, a new tradition was created that changed the lives of QHS students forever. It was the High School Musical. This was the first of 37 Broadway caliber shows produced by various teams of students and directors over the last 42 years. From Little Abner to Damn Yankees, from The Sound of Music to Grease, these shows were known and loved by the Queensbury students, faculty, and community. From these shows, students have been able to perform a variety of shows and classic songs of every style and emotion. Shows and songs that will last forever.
My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-step strutters. Nosy folks will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With rising glass curtains you can roll right down. night and meet the guy. Or perchance, when the last little star has left the sky, shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On a clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen, shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? Shall we dance? I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more. Climb every mountain, search high and low, follow every byway, every path you know. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream. A dream that will lead all the love you can give. Every day of your life, for as long as you live. Climb every mountain, ford every stream, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream. And then your heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and you'll sing once
Janet Davies worked on the Queensbury High School Musical from the first show, Lil Abner, in 1979 to 2003. Richard Joyce, Steve Leonard, and Janet worked on a total of 21 musicals during that time, taking turns as director, assistant director, choreographer, and producer. Ned Crislip was music director for the musicals from 1979 until he retired in 1998. Penny Sheik took over for this role from 1999 to 2003. Janet had many memories and highlights during her 24 years of working on the Queensbury High School Musical. Here are a few. The first show was Lil Abner in 1979, and it was performed again in 2002 for Janet's last show before she retired. In 1982, Queensbury High School produced Oklahoma. It had a cast of approximately 80. You can imagine how difficult it was to fit the whole cast on stage at the same time. Steve Leonard, the choreographer, had them up on picnic tables to create a layered effect. In 1987, Queensbury High School had an outbreak of chickenpox on the opening night of Damn Yankees. In 1988, Queensbury High School had planned to do Annie, Get Your Gun, but with so much talent at the auditions, it was decided that very night to do a different show that would showcase more of the students. Imagine how the kids felt when they saw the casting notice posted on the front office window telling them what roles they had in Little Mary Sunshine. They had never heard of that show. It worked out perfectly. After each show, there would be a cast party in the cafeteria. Janet would give them little gag gifts, at least to the leads. After Guys and Dolls in 1990, she gave them tin kazoos, 4 of them, and they immediately put them in their mouths and performed Fugue for Tin Horns. For The King and I in 1994, Richie Ortiz, a newly transferred sophomore, got the role of the King, much to his surprise. During one very late rehearsal, the cast was practicing Praise to Buddha, and Rich improvised, "Oh Buddha, give us a snow day tomorrow." It worked. During one actual performance, his loose tie pantaloons actually fell off during Shall We Dance. Rich, with the amazing composure, hiked them up, retied them, and said, "Let's try that again, this time with my pants." The crowd went wild. Janet's many fond memories of the musicals at Queensberry High School are very much cherished. She is so glad to see the tradition continuing.
Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone. Sleep tight, my love. Our star is shining its brightest light. For good night, my love. For good night. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish they may, and I wish they might. Now good night, my someone. Good night. True love can be whispered from heart to heart. When lovers are parted, they say. But I must depend on a wish and a star, as long as my heart doesn't know who you are. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish they may, and I wish they might. Now good night, my someone. Good night. Good night. Good night. The average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. C note. Tendency C note. Oh, C note. Oh. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person
can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop la grippe. When they get on a train for Niagara, she can hear church bells chime. The compartment is air conditioned and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grippe, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip, from a lack of community property and the feeling she's getting too old. A person can develop a bad cold.
Gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start. You gotta have hope. Mustn't sit around and mope. Nothing's half as bad as it may appear. Wait till next year and hope. When your luck is batting zero, get your chin up off the floor. Mister, you could be a hero. You can open any door, there's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. First you gotta have heart. A great slugger we haven't got. A great pitcher we haven't got.
A great ball club we haven't got.
What do we got? We've got heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start. We've got hope. We don't sit around and mope. Not a solitary song do we heave, mister, 'cause we've got hope. We're so happy that we're humming. That's the hearty thing to do. 'Cause we know our ship will come in. So it's 10 years overdue. We've got heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. So what's the heck the use of crying? Why should we curse? We gotta get better, 'cause we can't get worse. And to add to it, we've got heart. We've got heart. We've got heart.
Richard Joyce is very fortunate to have worked on the majority of theatrical productions during his career at QHS from February 1970 until June 2003. RJ even came back after retirement to work on 4 more shows in 2011, 2014, 2015, and 2016. During his time at QHS, RJ spent most of his time as stage manager and production manager. He had the privilege of directing 3 shows: Oklahoma in 1982, Damn Yankees in 1987, and Music Man in 1995. Overall, RJ was involved in 21 productions,
That included 19 different shows and 2 repeats, Little Abner in 1979 and 2002, and Once Upon a Mattress in 1984 and 2003. RJ has many fond memories from QHS. Here are a few. In 1980, QHS produced South Pacific. At the end of Nothing Like a Dame, the sailors created a pyramid. The smallest sailor, Larry Irvine, was lucky enough to be on the top. Act 1 ends with Emile alone on stage singing about losing his love. It was dramatic and very well interpreted by Chip Cushman. The swift curtain close was less than effective when the stage left half of the curtain closed, but stage right did not. There was Emile, still in view, sidestepping behind the closed half of the curtain. RJ can still see stage crew Don Podge up on the huge ladder dealing with the pulley system. In 1982, QHS did Oklahoma. RJ said, "I don't believe that I actually directed this show." Luckily, I had Janet Davies, Rick Horner, Steve Leonard, and Maestro Ned Crislip at All Experts directing me. It was a huge team effort, and it was huge. Huge cast, amazing set. We were blessed with a strong cast who did extraordinarily spot-on performances. In 1986, the team took on Hello Dolly. RJ's fondest memory of the show was working with the stage set and construction crews. They had to work the impressive staircase that fit under the platform and was pushed out for the Harmonia Gardens. The set crew was very proud of the accomplishments. The set constructors and movers were perfect. At the end of the curtain call, Dawn Gross was center on the platform, posing in the red dress. The cast separated, and there she was. The stairs then were moved forward from under the platform so Dolly could strut down them to join the cast. It was amazing. RJ also loved his stage crew, mostly guys in the wings doing the exact movements as the waiters in the Dolly number. In 1987, RJ directed Damn Yankees. He was thrilled to direct it. Mickey Primo, who played Applegate, contracted chickenpox the last week of rehearsals and missed all of those nights. Mickey made it back for all performances. The spots on his face gave Applegate an eerie look. In 1995, he directed The Music Man. Rich was Harold Hill, and Brittany Alexander was Marion. They were top-notch. His fondest memory was being the Wells Fargo wagon at the end of Act 1. He would go to the back of the auditorium, moving from right to left with a light at such a pace that the townspeople could track the wagon's arrival consistently. For the Sound of Music, Ned Crislip decided they needed a chandelier for the captain's home. He went out and found one and installed it himself. In 2016, he volunteered to support director Rachel Seabode with Footloose. He also took on the role of co-costumer. He will never forget procuring the gym shorts and shirts, sorting, labeling, distributing, collecting. It was a very special show for him. What really affected RJ deeply through the years was how well the musical team worked together in the beginning to get things done right. To have such talent as Ned Crislip, Janet Davies, and Steve Leonard offer their expertise and share their strengths made the whole program strong and set the standards for excellence and non-amateurness. Everyone complimented each other perfectly, got each other excited, and calmed each other down. He has been delighted to see the standards held strong over the years. RJ says, "I smile at my memories and wish I could be there to see your work."
There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables. Now my friends are dead and gone. Here they talked of revolution. Here it was they lit the flame. Here they sang about tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. From the table in the corner, I could see a world reborn, and they rose with voices ringing, and I can hear communion on this lonely barricade at dawn. Oh, my friends, forgive me that I live and you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Phantom faces at the window, phantom shadows on the floor, empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will meet no more. Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will sing no more.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Steve Leonard was choreographer and/or director for 25 shows before retiring in 2009. During his time at QHS, Steve is known for his famous quotes, "They are heart on fire, brain on ice." He first learned this phrase during his freshman year at Crane School of Music from the Crane Chorus conductor in 1972. "We do not do high school musicals. You should be able to perform a top-notch production without costumes, lights, sets, and makeup." A famous quote that was repeated by both Steve and Richard Joyce and is continued today, "Don't touch the curtains." One more time, which actually meant at least 3 more times. Steve had many memorable moments for his time here. They are Oklahoma, which was awarded first place for Best High School Musical in the Regional Glens Falls Operetta Club High School Competition at the ACC Theater. For Dames at Sea, which was written for a cast of 6, was done with a cast of 70, The final production number had full cast on stage in red, white, and blue, dancing in unison, and finished with a unison time step, with a 20 times 40-foot American flag dropped down at the end of the scene with a thunderous applause from the audience. For Once Upon a Mattress, the first production featured a bed with 20 real mattresses stacked. The directors prayed it would not fall over. The second time we produced it, we got smart. The bed was a 12-foot high box, which had fabric applied in to imply 20 different mattresses, and when turned around, doubled as the king's throne room. For Oliver, the London backdrop, which was painted by students of art teacher Sandy Jabot, had Peter Pan flying around the top of Big Ben. Audience would not notice, but it was there. Steve's true pride and joy, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, was called the best high school musical ever seen by former superintendent Dr. Brian Howard. Each of the 25 shows Steve was involved in as director and/or choreographer had its own stories, trials, and tribulations. There was always more drama backstage than onstage, relationships were formed and dissolved, and there was always the night when directors lost it and usually went on a rant, but always with love in our hearts. Steve says, thanks for the memories, sleepless nights, and rehearsal months and professional productions.
Close every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all the windows and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me, darken my daytime and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers, far, far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for I know I shall find my own peace of mind, for I have been promised a land of my own. Just give me a number instead of my name. Forget all about me and let me decay. I do not matter, I'm only one person. Destroy me completely, then throw me away. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for we know we shall find our own peace of mind, for we have been promised a land of our own.
Joseph's luck was really out, his spirit and his fortune low. Alone he sat, alone he thought of happy times he used to know. Hey, dreamer, don't be so upset. Hey, Joseph, you're not beaten yet. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they his chains were heavy, weighed him down. A candle was his only light, the hungry rats the only sound. Hey, dreamers, don't be so upset. Hey, Joseph, you're not beaten yet.
Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joe! 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 Joe! Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time. Go, 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 Joseph, you know what they say. Hang on now, Joseph, you'll make it someday. Sha-la-la, Joseph, you're doing fine. You and your dream got ahead of your time.
My name is Matthew Gallen, and I am the music director for the QHS Cabaret 2021. When Mr. Terry came to me in February saying that we were putting on a show, I was excited and scared. We had to quickly come up with an idea that would work both musically and have a story that flowed together. Our final decision of showcasing QHS musicals through the years was a concept that was interesting and would allow us to have a great show with the students. The next step in the process was compiling all of the music. I was able to go through the QHS Music Library and find music from almost every musical that QHS has done since 1979. We chose a variety of solos and group numbers that were able to showcase the current students of QHS while honoring those of the past. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with the students this year through all of our COVID restrictions. We are very lucky to have been supported by the school district to produce a show this year. When we first started rehearsals, we had to space out to 12 feet while singing, but 2 weeks before the recording, we found out that we could move to 6 feet. This allowed us to rehearse more easily, and it made our recording process much more enjoyable. I would like to give a big thank you to Mr. Terry, Mrs. Vartuli, our Queensberry administrators, the students, and everyone else who has helped this year in the production of the QHS Cabaret 2021. Please enjoy the show.
Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight.
So let's keep the party polite.
Let's keep the party polite.
Never get out of my sight.
Never get out of my sight.
Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady.
Luck be a lady.
Luck be a lady.
Ha!
Great guys are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Brush off the clouds and cheer up. Put on a happy face. And spread sunshine all over the place. Just put on a happy face. Standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by. the corner, giving all the girls the eye. Brother, you don't know a nicer occupation. Matter of fact, neither do I. Then standing on the corner, watching all the girls, watching all the girls, watching all the girls go by.
Hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. It's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly. We can tell, Dolly. You're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. You took some blues right out of the horn. You charmed the husk right off of the corn. You make the old magnolia tree blossom at the mention of your name. You made us feel alive again. You've given us to drive again. You make the South revive again, Maine. Where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Where is love?
I'll have me overhead lifters and 4-barrel quads, oh yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
A fuel injection cut off in chrome-plated rods, oh yeah. With the full speed on the floor, everything's at the door. You know that I ain't ready to be alive, like
Go!
grease lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile.
Grease lightning, go, grease lightning.
Yeah, grease lightning, you're coasting through the heat lap trial.
Grease lightning, go, grease lightning.
You are supreme,
Uh-huh.
you are so clean.
Uh-huh.
The chicks will scream, ow, cause you're so mean.
Uh-huh.
My grease
Grease lightning,
lightning.
go, grease lightning.
Grease lightning, go, grease lightning.
Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life. With the rest of
With the rest of
them,
them,
the best of
with the best of them,
I can hold my head up high. For I've got it all again.
I gotta drive again.
I've got to feel my heart coming alive again. Before the parade passes by.
76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band.
76 trombones hit the counterpoint with 110 cornets lazy air. Then I modestly took my place as the one and only bass as I up and down the square. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get
from 2005 to 2019. Here are some of her favorite memories. For Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Laura Lee will never forget the amazing Trevor Strader as Joseph. Wow. 2007 Music Man, the student who played the role of the Music Man, Kevin Murphy, is now married to another cast member from that show, Maddie Gorolski. 2008 Little Shop, Tim Doak as the plant, Feed Me. 2009 Anything Goes, The Set. 2010 Hello Dolly, this was a favorite show of Fran Williams. It was an honor to work with her on this one. 2011 West Side Story, one of the hardest scores to conduct. She loves the music and loved the challenge. Along with the rest of the pit, her two student musicians, Mike Molshine and Greg Offerdew, who are now teachers that teach music at QES, killed it in the pit on percussion. 2012, Damn Yankees won the dugout. A very large apparatus fell over, or almost fell over. 2013, Beauty and the Beast, when the fire alarm went off 5 minutes before the show and the entire audience and cast had to exit the building. It was really cold out. People were huddled in cars before we were let back in. Then the most epic moment happened during the show. Before singing his final song at the end of Act 1, If I Can't Love Her, the Beast, who was played by the amazing Dan Thompson, looked out at the audience and said, "Whoever set that alarm off, you're mine." Also, the Beast had a quick costume change, quickly ripping off his cape, which resulted in a cut just below his neck. Still to this day, Dan Thompson still has that scar. 2014, Grease. Fun show, but her fondest memory from this show was having her dad, Frank Conti, play his sax in the pit. He played many Queensberry shows with us, but this one really gave him the spotlight. 2015, Seussical the Musical. After every rehearsal, the pit would pick up all the feathers that fell from the bird girls' costumes into the pit. So one night, all of us in the pit decided to place a bet. We all threw $1 in a hat, and whoever had the most feathers for that color won. 2016, Footloose. Tommy Sokoloff rocked his lead role as Ren McCormick. That kid can dance, but was also someone on our stage that kids looked up to. 2017, Les Mis. Along with West Side Story, this show was the most amazing experience for her as a conductor. She loved that music and loved the cast. 2018, Bye Bye Birdie. Conducting in the pit while being 9 months pregnant. She has never hated those steep, rickety stairs that lead down to the pit so much. 2019, Once on This Island. Bittersweet emotions after doing this show, knowing it would be her last after 15 years of music directing for Queensberry musicals.
Why are you telling me my new philosophy? The teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her
Your new philosophy.
my new philosophy. Miss B, I'm she. Look, see, a D, a D. Well, why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me my new philosophy? Just like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a dizzy maze on alternating days, I choose a different phrase.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy.
Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Leave your message at the sound of the tone.
Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in it. Some take a lifetime.
Mine take a minute. It's like a guarantee, my new philosophy. And things are sure to be a whole lot brighter. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Why are you telling me? No, I can't stand it. Now life is free and easy. Much more philosophy with my brand new. You know, someone had said that we should live each day as if it were the last day of our lives. Ah, this is it. This is the last day of my life. Help me, help me. Ah! Well, clearly some philosophies aren't for all people. And and that's my new philosophy. Little shop of horrors. Little shop of terror. Call the cop. Little shop of horrors. No, oh, oh, no, no. Little shop of horror. Bop, shabop. Little shop of terror. Watch 'em drop. Little shop of horrors. No, oh, oh, no, no. Shing-a-ling, shing, shing, a crazy thing to be happening. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Shing-a-ling, shing, feel the strain, drang in the air. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sha-la-la-la, stop right where you are. Don't you move a thing. You better, telling you better. Tell your mama something's gonna get her. She better, everybody better beware. Oh, here it comes, baby. Tell the bombs, baby. Oh, oh, no, no. Oh, hit the dirt, baby. Red alert, baby. Oh, oh, no. Oh, oh, no, no. Alley-oop, shoot, 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 shoot. Tell them warning you. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Run away, hey, run away, pay if you fail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look around, something's gone down the street for you. You betcha, 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 betcha. Best believe it, something's gonna get ya. You better watch your back and your turn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come a little shop of horrors. Bop, shabop, you'll never stop the terror. Little shop of horrors. No, oh, oh, no, no. Oh, oh, no, no. Oh, oh, no, no. The courage of a dreamer, the innocence of youth, the failures and the foolishness that lead us to the truth, the hopes that make us happy, the hopes that don't come true.
Babson was involved in the QHS Musical from 2016 through 2019. Directing at Queensberry will always hold a sentimental place of her heart. In 4 short years of being involved with the musical, there are many fond memories of hers to share. Her favorites, however, are the ones that pop in her head from time to time again, and will always leave a hint of nostalgia. A memory that makes her chuckle is something Mr. Terry and herself witnessed together while blocking an intense barricade scene during a rehearsal of Les Mis in the high school cafeteria. Her only comment was, "Boys will be boys." Another memory that sticks was during a performance of Bye Bye Birdie. It was during Act 1, and she was watching the show from the back of the auditorium, still taking notes, even though the show was in the hands of the cast and the crew. Suddenly, she noticed the characters entering from parts of the stage that were different from the intended blocking. She sprinted backstage to assess the situation, only to see a large group of cast and crew members staring at a gaping hole in the upper stage right platform. Their jaws dropped. It was the quintessential example of the show must go on. Last but certainly not least, she will never forget the energy, nerves, pride, and magic of bringing the cast of Les Mis to Proctor's after being nominated for Best Musical at the first ever High School Musical Theater Awards. Watching the kids perform one day more with gusto and passion was simply magical.
Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods?
Yeah!
Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? Late at night I toss and I turn, I toss and I turn, and I dream of what I need. I need a hero. Do 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 do, do 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 do, do 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 do. Somewhere after midnight in my wildest fantasy, somewhere just beyond my reach, there's someone reaching back for me. Racing on the thunder and rising with the heat. It's gonna take a Superman to sweep me on my feet. I need a hero. I'm holding up for a hero till the end of the night.
Do 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 ba do do. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time, baby, best time of day. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can't supper be far away. Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's supper time. Ba-da-doo-da, ba-do-ba-dee-ba-do-ba, supper time. Do 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 do. Bring on the dog food, bring on the bone, bring on the barrel and roll me on, 'cause it's supper, super pepper upper, super duper supper time. Winter time's nice with the ice and snow. Summertime's nice with a place to go. A bedtime, overtime, halftime too. But they just can't own a candle to my supper time. Oh yeah! Hello, listeners, how are you? Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. Pappy's little puppy loves everyone, 'cause it's supper, super pepper upper, super duper supper time.
Supper time.
Woo!
Supper time.
Yeah!
Supper time.
Oh, bring on meat.
Supper time.
It's time to eat. Whoa! Yeah! Oh yeah! Bring on hamburger, bring on dog food, bring on dip bop bop dip dip dop dip dip bop bop dip bop 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 dip dip bop bop dip 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 bop bop dip bop dip dip.
Snoopy, cut that out.
So what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion? Supper, 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 supper time.
Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Telling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand.
Happiness is two kinds of ice cream. Knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons.
Catching a firefly, setting him free.
Happiness is being alone every now and then.
And happiness is coming home again.
Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister,
Sharing a sandwich, getting along.
Happiness is singing together when day is through.
And happiness is those who sing with happiness is those who sing with happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too.
For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.